So welcome back to Independence Park for the second game of the evening between Layou FC and Camdonia Chelsea. That's two teams from the leeward side. They are making their way out in the middle. Very soon they are going to exchange some pleasantries. Layou FC in black trunks and red tops, and Camdonia Chelsea in dark blue tops. They are now shaking hands, as well as the officials, and this game will be carried by Sheshford John, as they can see Camdonia Chelsea in a huddle already. Layou FC making their way to the sideline, the entire team, and officials and captain just posing for a photo, and we just about getting ourselves cracking and ready for this encounter. And Layou FC, the team lined up for this encounter: Anthony Lewis, number 21, he's the captain and goalkeeper. Number 7, Jomari Lynch. Number 9, Gibson Francis. Number 11, Ali Hanaway. 15, Josh Nash. 17, Kobe Mingo. 23, Emroy Gloucester. 24, Lamont Grant. 30, Jazzy Laborde. 32, Wendell Coffey. And number 79 in Garrett Ledgerwood. That's the starting lineup for the Layou FC. And Roxelle?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Charlo. And good afternoon to our viewers. For Camdonia Chelsea, we have in goal number 1, Isaiah Barker. Number 16, Kale Nero is the captain. Okido Cuttle, number 6. Number 7, Nigel Charles. Number 8, Rashawn Warren. Number 10, Jumar Luke. Number 13, Jamar Williams. Number 14, Jodamo Slater. Number 15, Imani Miller. Number 77, Reggie Barber. And number 99, Emran Gill.
Right, so that's the starting lineup for Camdonia Chelsea, and we just about preparing ourselves for the start of this encounter. And we know that St. Vincent and the Grenadines, senior team, preparing for the CONCACAF friendly series in Bonaire from the 24th to the 30th of March 2026 in Bonaire, featuring Bonaire and Barbados. And quickly, before we have the kickoff, if I can give you the names of the players. In fact, the kickoff has started. I'll get back to that in a short while. So it's still in a good clearance there by the UFC. Nigel Charles controls, whistle going. It's against Camdonia Chelsea. It's a free kick awarded to Layou. So Wendell Coffey, I think, carrying the captain's armband. That one booted downfield. It goes into touch. And it's going to be a goal kick. Yes. A goal kick for Camdonia Chelsea. Just about 30 seconds so far in this encounter. A cool afternoon, Roxelle. Not the windy afternoon that we are accustomed to face here at Independence Park.
Not at all. It's been cool. We had some showers earlier in the afternoon. And good lighting for them to start before the electronic lights, the artificial lights take effect. We have an encounter here between Layou FC, who have a chance to go top of the table with a win here just before the System 3 game this afternoon. They can go to 17 points. And Camdonia Chelsea, who had a good win in their last outing, if they can steal something here from one of the better looking teams in the competition so far, they could go as far up as 6th.
So it's booted downfield. It's Chelsea looking for the number 77 in Reggie Barber, who controls well. Young legs is looking to cross that. And off the defender there for Layou FC. It goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Camdonia Chelsea, to be taken by Okida Cuttle, who is carrying the captain's armband. And again, it is hammered into the body of a Layou FC player. And another throw-in. So, in fact, we are seeing Isaiah Barker the number 1. He is in he's actually playing not
Yes.
as a goalkeeper.
Yes, we've had that for a while.
Yes.
I think that's since the probably second game of the campaign for Camdonia Chelsea.
And so they have made some changes. It's Leu FC in their own half. Comes to Wendell Coffee. Coffee goes back. Back to Coffee. Coffee looking to get around. Coffee works his way down. And he has really been a leader for Leu FC. Gives it to number 11 in Hanaway, but losing it. And again, we can see that Lamont Grant, the number 24, very distinctive. And that goes down. Camdonia Chelsea finds Cottle. Cottle loses it as Leu FC look to pump forward, but again, good defensive work by Camdonia Chelsea. And it's Reggie Barber who is looking to find Luke, and Grant plays it, but only to find this is chipped across and over the crossbar. It was an open goal and really should have taken a little bit more time. Yes, the goalkeeper came off his line, was coming towards him, but a bit more composure, Roxel should have had a better finish.
Well, that was Juma Williams. He's had a pretty good season so far, campaign for Camdonia Chelsea, and he did have an opportunity there where he could have snuck against the run of play, basically, because so far they have not had much possession. They could have snuck themselves ahead at Camdonia Chelsea, and we must say Anthony Lewis has gotten a call up to the national unit, Charlo, the goalkeeper for Leu FC.
Right, so Anthony Lewis, he has gotten that call up, and it's going to be a throw-in for Camdonia Chelsea. The tall figure of Nigel Charles rolls it down for his counterpart. It looks like Isaiah Barker, and long throw, looking for some support, headed into touch, thereby the number 15 Josh Nash. And it's another throw-in for Camdonia Chelsea. Chelsea with it finds Reggie Barber. Can he set it up? Isaiah Barker heads it up. Can get it intercepted by Layou. It's the number 15 in Miller. Infringement called on Layou there. So it's going to be a free kick for Camdonia Chelsea, and we can see Okido Cottle, the number 6 and captain, moving into position to take that free kick. We are just inside the 5th minute.
Yeah, we were actually put off by the information on the sheet. Cottle has the armband. The sheet doesn't indicate that though.
Definitely. So it's in the number 14 for Camdonia Chelsea. Looks to chip it downfield, but over on that far side is Jazzy Laborde who shields it. In fact, it comes off Jazzy Laborde. It goes into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for Camdonia Chelsea. So, throw quickly taken. Still with Chelsea. In the Layou looking to come out with it. Juma Luke with a shot. And into the back of the net.
Oh, yes!
What a shot! Goalkeeper was caught napping. He was jumping for all his worth. Luke got the left foot on. Without looking, he curled it. And up goes the goalkeeper off his fingers and into the upright. In the 6th minute, Juma Luke has scored. Camdonia Chelsea takes the lead 1-0.
Well, Charlo, in the first 2 minutes or so, all the action was in the Camdonia Chelsea half. But since that free kick, we have not escaped the Layou half, and Camdonia Chelsea has taken the lead, a very impressive lead as well.
So it's a kickoff to be taken by Kobe Mingo for Layou. Quickly taken, finds his captain. And Wendell Coffee pumps it downfield, but cut out there by Camdonia Chelsea. So Chelsea looking rather impressive. Infringement call. It's against Camdonia Chelsea. It's a free kick for Layou. Goes to his left. Finds his player who dances around one. Has about 3 Camdonia Chelsea players to contend with. And Camdonia Chelsea still with it. He shields it into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for Camdonia Chelsea. Nigel Charles decided to take charge to take that goal kick, not leaving it to his goalkeeper. This is pumped downfield. And interestingly, Roxelle in the 22-man squad, I have not seen the name of Nigel Charles.
I think he is. Yes, I think he is.
Yes, Nigel Charles is there. Camdonia Chelsea.
Jamari Lynch as well, number 7.
Jamari Lynch is also
Lynch,
in that lineup. And it's still free kick for Leu FC on that far side. And he pumps it downfield, but headed away there by Cottle. And again, it comes right back into Layou. That's Coffee. That's going high and wide over the crossbar. It goes into touch for a goal kick. So quickly, the team lined up here is Limos Christopher, Clinton Payne, Anthony Lewis, Augustus Adams, Dimitri Thomas from the under-20 squad, Sotu Shakwan Hooper, Nigel Charles is there, Najima Bergen, Jamari Lynch, Garrett Ledgerwood, Adine Charles, DL Spring Lazaro Lynch, Zibian Cunningham and Tyree Clark from the under-20 who just came out from Curacao, Micah Joseph, Tevin Thompson, Malcolm Stewart, Azino Solomon. He has been the leading goal scorer in this Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Probably the most outstanding player.
Yes, Stephen Pierre, Courtney Franklin and Olex Anderson. That's the lineup for the CONCACAF friendlies in Bonnier. And it's Layou still with it. Jamari Lynch. Still Layou. Still Layou. And there is a tussle. Coffee gets it for Layou. He has 2 players around him. They're not giving him any room. And referee says to play on. It's still Camdonia Chelsea with a ball looking for Jamal Luke. Luke has the goalkeeper to contend with, who comes off his line. Anthony Lewis collects and bowls it out. 1 player down, so referee just calling is there for some support to that player. And so play being held up momentarily. We're in the 10th minute. Chelsea taking the lead in the 6th minute. And perhaps getting a little touch to the face.
It was a solid tackle. It was a very, very solid tackle. So that's Williams, is it? Jamar?
See number 13.
Yes. Very, very sturdy, solid tackle. And I could see the official having a few words with Gloucester and Coffee as well. So it's very early in the piece, but Williams looks to be okay.
Well, he's been helped to his feet. And he will know how to make his way to the sideline. And the game will continue. So John goes back and going to bounce that for goalkeeper Anthony Lewis, who didn't have a good save to his first touch.
Well, commentators jitters or jinx,
So
as we just spoke about him being called up.
Wendell Coffee, and it's Wendell Coffee still in there. Comes back in defense, finds Josh Nash. Nash goes to Grant. Grant goes to Laborde. And it's given away as Camdonia Chelsea looking for Luke, but Josh Nash cussed it out. And go downfield back to Layou, who pumps it downfield looking for some movement. But again, Camdonia Chelsea is there, controls by number 9, Gibson Francis. Still Layou looking to come forward. Nice ball and good defensive work. Good work by the goalkeeper.
Gil, yes.
Yes, and he pumps it downfield. Luke is after it, but Layou controls well. But Luke intercepts, gives it back to his own player. Camdonia Chelsea looking to come forward. Comes to this side.
Miller.
Finds
Reggie Barber, sorry.
Reggie Barber, a shot going wide. And a goal kick for Layou quickly taken. Find Josh Nash. Nash holds on to it for a while, trying to decide what to do. Now he looks to find, but that goes into touch. He's looking to find his player on the look like Gitson Francis. And Nash with a throw in. Goes back to Grant. Lamont Grant. Grant goes to Laborde. Laborde finds Gloucester. Gloucester comes down the flank. This Garrett Ledgerwood on that far side. Comes into the middle. Finds Coffee. Coffee gives it back to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood worms his way around a couple players. But Camdonia Chelsea have been standing very firm in defense, not giving Layou much of a chance. Josh Nash loses it. Luke, nice ball, and Luke is off on a run. He has Nash to contend with. A good clearance by Nash, because he couldn't afford to let Luke get ahead of him, and because that could have spelled some danger.
But I still feel that the strikers, the forwards for Chelsea, are playing a little cautious when running at the defense of Layou so far.
Could hear a scream there from Barker. Barker finds Luke. Luke has Nash to contend with, crosses it, looking for some support. Looking for Barber. And it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Camdonia Chelsea. Chelsea leading this encounter. We are in the 15th minute. They are 1-0. And we can see number 15 is Miller. So there we go. Camdonia Chelsea. And he's been brought down. It's going to be a free kick. I think that's outside the 18-yard box. And it's going to be a free kick for Camdonia Chelsea. A pretty interesting angle, Roxelle, and this could be very interesting indeed.
Well, a good cross around the 6-yard box area where the goalkeeper in Lewis would have to make a decision whether he's staying on his line or he's going to try to catch, and then ask some of his taller players to come forward. Nigel, Charles, Cuttle, possibly Nero as well.
Well, you just called the name of Nigel Charles, and you can see him gradually walking and trying to get up into that 18-yard box. Yes, so Barker, and number 1, who has been brought down, he has to go to the sideline. So who's going to take that free kick? So Barker decides, I'm going to take that free kick. In fact, it's not Barker who has gone to the sideline.
It looks like Williams as well again, like number 13,
number
correct.
Number 13, Jamal Williams. So Charles and Warren together, they are now moving into the box. The cross comes in, a little overweighted. It goes across the face of the goal. It goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for Layou, Roxelle.
1-0. Layou in their orange and Camdonia Chelsea in their blue. We've said it on numerous occasions that the Camdonia Chelsea unit may not be looking like a unit that can give much challenges, but where they're sitting on the table, I don't think that's the quality of football that they can produce and they have promised in the tournament. I think, just before I go into the commentary, Charlo, that I feel that the Layou unit is a bit unsettled so far in this first 15 minutes.
Definitely, I agree.
So it is Hanaway trying to find Lynch. He does so. Lynch comes back to Coffee. Then progressing on the right-hand side, goes in the middle looking for Mingo, but held away by Warren. And still Coffee tussle. And he is looking to get it to Gloucester. Gloucester leaves it to Laborde. Jazai, and that we were corrected. His name is Jazai. He indicated,
Jazai.
yes, he said that
Wow.
in a conversation we had during one of the afternoons prior to a game. So it's Jazai, and not, oh, here's the ball to Ledgerwood. The flag goes up though. And Garrett Ledgerwood is caught in the offside position as Chelsea tried to sneak him in there, Charlo, which was a good attempt.
Yes, it was indeed, but Legend would caught in an offside position, and it would be a goal kick for a free kick for Camdonia Chelsea. So thanks for the correction. Not sure if his parents are Rastafarians. So Jazai.
Yes, Jazai. So taken up field by Charles, looking for Barber, hits him on the back as he progressed forward. Stealing it there is Miller, still Miller though. Miller is attempted to take a shot. Referee say play on. Grant picks up the loose ball, finds Laborde, Jazai to be correct, and he is going to move down the left-hand side, looking to find Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood doesn't control well, but goes back to Laborde. He attempted to go forward, cut out by Cuttle, finds Miller. This is Chelsea. Chelsea is moving forward. Miller moving through really neatly, and that one was intended for Barber. Comes off the head of Nash and a corner of Chelsea. And since they have scored, probably since that shot on goal that found Lewis off of his line, Chelsea has been looking dominant.
Yes, definitely. They seem to have a new lease on life, and they're running in with purpose and really trying to put the pressure on Leu FC, and Leu would have to be careful.
Yes, want to shout out those in the diaspora, been looking on and following us. We have had some conversation over the last couple of days. Sammy Carrington, Charlo, Renrick Alexander.
All right.
Yes, and Ramon Warwicken always locked on.
Ramon, that's
yes,
my cousin.
Correct. And former national manager, Rohan Thomas Jr., Azza, always following the action here. So good hole, good corner coming in, but a really good defensive header there by the number 23, Gloucester, who boots downfield, as we call his name, into the dugout. And it's going to be a throw-in for Chelsea. They have grown since they have had their first couple of attacks, in which one have found the back of the net.
Well, not only at this present stage, but I think from the moment they won their first game, we have seen a difference in terms of Camdonia Chelsea.
Well, it's a young squad, and success gives you confidence and determination. They're going to push forward here, but they have to do some defending, as it looks like Nash comes across, looking for a Lynch, head away well by Barker. Kobe Mingo chases it down and goes across, finds this looks like Francis looking to find Ledgerwood. Still Francis brings it back to Laborde to Francis. Francis is still possessing on the left hand side. Back to Laborde. He comes inside to Gloucester. And Gloucester is changing the angle of attack. Goes to his central defender in Grant. Grant is coming over to the right with Nash. Still in their own half. Not being able to come out as it finds Francis. Francis to Hanaway. Hanaway is trying to push downfield. And here we go. Back to Grant. Grant to Nash. Good movement. Good possession of the ball, but also good defensive structure by Camdonia Chelsea.
Yes.
And it's a tussle. And the error was made by Layou.
I think it was forced, because Camdonia Chelsea, they have been standing firm in defense. But it was good build-up and good distribution by Leu FC. But in the end, we see Laborde couldn't rein that in. It went into touch, and Camdonia Chelsea earned a throw-in.
Yes, and so here we go. Booted upfield. A lone man running to attempt to get to that is Luke. Nowhere close to it as Lewis throws it out to Laborde. Laborde has acres of space, and on the left-hand side comes in and finds Gloucester. Gloucester goes through the middle and gets it to Francis. Francis is, good ball to Mango. What does he do? He is going to cut back now, crosses into the area, and that's Warren. Not sure what he did, but cleaning up a little bit more there was Cuttle. Still though on the offensive is Layou, And there is a tackle coming in against, I believe it looks like Barber. And so a free kick is coming the way of Layou in a very dangerous position. We shout out the man from Lago Height, who's always on with us, Camilo Samuel, former national goalkeeper as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Certainly had Camilo on again with Avenues United.
Well, he's played most of his football with Lago Height.
Yes. So I remember the last game that he was very much involved.
Yes.
And
not sure if he was physically fit, but that's another story.
Well,
Here we go into the area, headed away by Nigel Charles. Partially though, it comes across and looks like Gloucester trying to shield it into touch. It does go eventually, but Warren was the one to make sure it went a little higher than he would have liked, and the throw comes in. Finds a Coffee. He finds Mango. Mango comes inside. Looks to find that's Mango from Laborde actually. Well, I'm getting that all incorrect. This is now Hanaway from Mango. Back to Nash. Nash into Hanaway. He has some space, goes across, gets it, looking for Lynch, who's just got a national call-up, and he's been good. And
yes, he has been impressive.
More so, I believe, on the defensive aspect, but when he gets an opportunity to go on a foray forward, he has done what he was supposed to do and has been called to do, so to speak. But on this occasion, could not pull that one in, Charlie.
Definitely. But I like what I see from a lot of these youngsters. They have been very, very impressive, and they have continued to work their game and really looking to make a name for themselves. Reggie Barber
goes inside, looking, good take, good opportunity, go begging, but that was an excellent ball in there by Barber. Barker did, I think, the best he could have to attempt to pull it in, Charlo, but the goalkeeper, that's his space, he came and he made that one more difficult than it would have been if Barker could have pulled it in, Charlo.
It was decisive movement on the part of Anthony Lewis.
Had to be.
Had he not done that, there was Luke still there waiting in the wings, so to speak, and that could have easily been 2-0.
So we've had a substitution. The number 13 in Jamal Williams, who got 2 serious knocks very early in the piece. He's been substituted. And number 17 is in. Charlo, you could bring us up to speed as it relates to the name.
Out, and it's Usain Mackey.
So Mackey, who's been pleasant as well. He's been pleasing. He's had some good contributions for Chelsea. This is Warren. He pushes forward, looking to beat Mango. Still bubbling into the area. Grant is looking to take control. Brings it down. Finds Hanaway. Hanaway under some pressure and can't get past Miller. Referee Alian, is it? Says, not good work there, Miller. You impeded the progress of Hanaway. And so a free kick coming the way of Layou. They are behind.
Yes,
one of the teams that are vying at this stage for championship honors. Sitting second as we speak. It's Laborde giving it away this evening. I wonder, he has given it away a few times. We probably need to go back to call him Jazzy. This comes forward, but no, that's Jazzy. He has just made an error and given Chelsea an opportunity to go forward again. It's Barber. Still Barber and Luke. Can't get past Coffee. Booted downfield by Gloucester, only as far as Barker. Barker is finding his captain Cottle. Cottle is moving well. Excellent movement in the middle. He goes over to the right. Finds Mackey. Mackey is going to come back to the captain and Cottle. Cottle has 2 to contend with. And he has wheeled them actually in to infringing him.
Well, definitely he was not giving up. And in the end, it was an infringement caused by Layou.
So a really pleasing encounter developing. As we expected, 2 teams from the leeward end of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I think one of the stronger areas as it relates to our sportsmen and women in this modern age.
Well, not only for football, they are very impressive in terms of athletics.
Yes.
And we see netball also creeping in to the mix.
And trying to creep into the mix here now is looks like a Ledgerwood into Mingo. Mingo still trying to tussle. Ledgerwood and Mingo. No good communication, but eventually it goes in favor of Layou with a corner, Charlo.
Yes, definitely. And I think they have the opening of the National Bank of St. Vincent National Netball Championship yesterday.
Yeah, it's took in a bit of that.
I would think that Valley Bakers, North Leeward Stars in the development program came out winners yesterday as well.
Oh, in the opening encounter.
Yes, and I think the Valley Bakery actually have an official opening this evening in Spring Village.
A cricket competition, is it?
Well,
yes.
With a cricket competition as well.
Yes. So, good contribution. I think Mr. My dear friend, long lost friend, Kesrick Williams, is part and parcel of that entity. Let's big him up this evening.
Yes.
Former West Indies pace bowler, seamer. But we're talking football here. As looks like Barker, he's going to retrieve, and he had some time. He could have stopped it and composed. He had time and space.
It was he was all by himself actually.
All right, but it's with Gloucester. Gloucester is looking to go forward. Not about to get a lot of space. He finds Lynch on the right. Lynch has to come back to Hanaway. Hanaway cuts inside, and he is getting past 2, getting past 3. Finds Lynch on the right. Lynch not having his best day so far with possession. He is under pressure here as well. And it comes off of Emmanuel Miller, goes into touch. Another corner comes the way of Layou as they search for the equalizer.
Yes, definitely. And so it's a pretty interesting encounter here between Camdonia Chelsea and Layou. Camdonia Chelsea taking the lead in the 6th minute, and Layou since then has been searching for the equalizer.
Well, who is it? It's Gitson Francis, brings it across. Good corner. But it seems as if it swung out and came back into play. Well, swung away, out into touch, and it cannot come back into play. Therefore, that's why a goal kick has been called, Charlo.
Well, Camdonia Chelsea will benefit from a goal kick.
Yeah, they've looked good. They've been under some pressure in the last 4 or 5 minutes, though, as they are trying to see through what Layou can offer. Booted upfield well by Gill, headed away by Grant. Again, this is Warren looking for someone to run onto. It's Reggie Barber and Nash, but Nash not getting enough onto it. It's stolen now by Barker. Barker goes inside, finds Miller. Miller over to Luke here on the left-hand side. Luke not, well, again, 2-3 touches before they make a decisive pass. And this is attacker coming in by Coffee. I believe he's going to get a card. Yes, he has been issued a yellow. And I think that was pending because I know the man in the middle, Alliance, would have had a conversation earlier with Coffee. And this probably is indication that he's had enough.
Well, so Coffee has picked up the first yellow card. I think in the previous game where we see our awesome FC coming over victorious, we've had some 6 yellow cards being issued in that game.
Wow.
6 yellow and a red.
Wow. Well, remember we had a game last Friday with the most free kicks ever. One man has this one is taken into the area. Headed! It's Warren! Didn't get much on it, but he's the judge to be offside. But he should have done better with that. It should have been on target. He had a free header almost, Charlo.
Well, but really should have put some more pressure on Anthony Lewis.
It would have been to no avail if he had scored. Over to you, Charlo, as you finish the first half of this encounter.
So Jazai Laborde finds his captain Wendell Coffey. Dances around, finds the number 11 in Hanaway. Hanaway gives it to Jamari Lynch. Nice ball from Mingo. And they're still with it. Mingo is just pausing for a moment. Comes back to Coffey. Coffey's swirling ball. Up goes the header for Camdonia Chelsea. It's on the far side. Chelsea's still in control.
Oh, well
Chelsea,
done.
Nice
work. Well done.
Nice work. So Chelsea looking to come forward. Long ball as they on the far side. But it's intercepted there by Layou and off a Camdonia Chelsea player. It goes into touch for a throw-in.
Oh, well, but
Quick.
pleasing
Yeah.
movement coming out there by Charlie Charlo.
Yeah, so Chelsea still with it. But Layou intercepts, it boots it downfield, only to find Cottle, the captain. And still with Camdonia Chelsea, but losing it. But it's really a give and take, and not great control. Barber looking to come forward, but in the end, Layou will come away with it. Layou, it's with Hanaway. Nice ball, and it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Layou. They're searching for that equalizer. There's a sense of urgency. Comes back to his captain, Coffee. Coffee goes across field, finds his number 9 in Gitson Francis. Francis goes wide. Finds Laborde. Laborde gives it to... Comes right back. So Layou looking to knock it around. And Coffee has been kept rather busy as captain. They are still working. Hanaway to Mingo. And Camdonia Chelsea clears it. It comes right back to Nash, to Coffee. So Layou in good possession. Jamari Lynch trying to work his way inside. Good defensive work by Camdonia Chelsea. Coffee. Coffee now goes back to the middle. I think he was looking for that pass and not getting it. It's in again. We can see infringement call. There's a card?
Yes, a card is to Juma Luke.
So
yeah.
Luke the number 10, getting a card.
But again, the movement of the ball by Layou is precipitated by the discipline and the structure maintained by the defense of Camdonia Chelsea, who must be given credit for what they've done so far.
So, a free kick to Layou. He comes on field, but it's cut out there by Camdonia Chelsea, only to find Coffee for Layou. Layou goes back in defense, and this time Camdonia Chelsea look to come forward. Long ball, the race is off. Josh Nash has to contend with Luke. He gets around and he comes back in defense, but Reggie Barber is there. Reggie Barber spins like a top, and it's been knocked into touch and off Layou. It's going to be a Camdonia Chelsea throw in, and we can see Barber or Barker comes in, gives it to his number 15 Miller. Goes across field, but Layou intercepts, and Layou would now look to come away with it. But this one is booted into touch by Camdonia Chelsea. It's going to be a throw in for Layou. We are in the 35th minute. Camdonia Chelsea lead in this encounter 1-0. Nash with a throw in finds Mingo. Mingo looking to warm his way through two players, loses it, and referee says to play on. Wendell Coffee picks up that loose ball and goes down the flank, finds Jamari Lynch. Lynch has 2 to contend with, and infringement called there on Jamari Lynch. Is going to be a free kick for Camdonia Chelsea.
So far, so good for Camdonia Chelsea. Layou did not start as they normally would on the front foot for long enough, and they found themselves trailing as early as the 6th minute, and they have not been able to penetrate, Charlo.
So good ball. Looking for Reggie Barber. Barber can't rein that in. It goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for Layou. And really, when one looks at the crowd here at Independence Park, Roxelle, not the sort of crowd that we anticipate on a Sunday evening, and still rather sparsely populated. Grant comes wide to Nash, boots it downfield, but Nigel Charles comes in and boots it down. He goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Leu FC deep inside their own half. So it's Camdonia Chelsea 1, Leu FC 0. And so some time being absorbed. And still waiting for that throw-in to be taken now. Nash, long throw. Finds Jamari Lynch, who controls and goes back to Nash. Chips it downfield. And Camden headed there by Layou. Layou still with it. Lynch. And Barber controls. Grant is there for intercept for Layou. Goes wide. Finds Laborde. Jazai Laborde. But he's been robbed of it. He goes into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for Layou. Inside the Camdonia Chelsea's half. So Layou on the far side. Looking to come forward. But the defense for Chelsea, it remains strong. And that one into touch is going to be a goal kick for Camdonia Chelsea. So Gill, the number 99, he's in goal for Camdonia Chelsea. And you can see Nigel Charles, the experienced Nigel Charles, to take that free kick. Booted long downfield. Number of heads go up. Layou. Good header. It's Mingo, who dances around, still with it. He comes back to Gloucester, looking to come through the middle. But Camdonia Chelsea has been doing good work and looking for some support. Chelsea now boosts it downfield. They're looking for some support. Luke is there with Grant. Grant, the much stronger individual, gets the better of Luke to Coffee. And here is back to Hanaway. Hanaway looking to Moto down line. And there is Barker looking to clear that. It goes into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for Leu FC. Long throw, looking to get into that 18-yard box. And Coffee with it. Has two defenders and through the legs off. The player cross comes in. Up goes the header. Nigel Charles is there. Comes right back to Layou in Gloucester. Gloucester goes wide. Looking for that player on the far side. A good defensive work. So Camdonia Chelsea not giving Layou. And it's a goal. In fact, I think there was a stumbling there by goalkeeper. And who is that?
Gill.
Yes, Kobe Mingo. Garrett Ledgerwood was right on target. So it's Layou equalizing. Thought the goalkeeper, he went up, didn't hold on. And there was Kobe Mingo equalizing in the 40th minute. Garrett Ledgerwood, sorry. So it's Layou 1, Camdonia Chelsea 1.
Well, yes, and I think the pressure has burst the pipe, so to speak, here, because they were under a lot of pressure for the last 15 minutes or so, Camdonia Chelsea. They were disciplined in their defense, but their last line mishandled, I believe, Charlo, because he was pedaling backwards when that cross or shot came in. I didn't even intend it to be. I'm not sure if it was a intended shot, but guess what? It's in the back of the net and it's 1-1.
So it's still Layou inside Camdonia Chelsea's half. And it's Jamari Lynch. Lynch looking to get around one. Has Barber to contend with. Barker boots it into touch. It's going to be a corner for Layou.
Goal kick, single.
Well, it's a signal.
Yes.
It means, okay, so Layou had the last touch. And it's going to be a goal kick. So Nigel Charles in defense, he's there. Looking to marshal the forces for Camdonia Chelsea. We are in the 41st minute. And there was two balls and there was goalkeeper Gill coming off and booting that somewhere outside. Charles pumps it long ball downfield, looking for some support. Nash goes up, comes back to Coffee. But again, there's Barber and Barker. This is Barber. Finds Luke. Luke has Grant. And Grant is not giving him any space. And in the end, he goes into touch for a goal kick.
So, Charlie, we have had 2 goals of similar nature, where the goalkeepers had some difficulty handling, and it ended in the back of the net, albeit I believe Luke's shot was a shot on goal as opposed to an attempted cross/shot on the part of Mango, you call it.
It's Ledgerwood,
Ledgerwood,
number 79.
Okay.
So it's Barber. Trying some fancy footwork, but Nash not giving him any space. So there is the tussle. Whistle going. It's against Nash. And it's going to be a free kick for Camdonia Chelsea. We see Captain Okido Cuttle spotting that. Let's see who is going to leave it to.
Imani Miller.
So Miller spots it. So let's see what he will do. Miller, the free kick, swollen ball, and the goalkeeper punches it away.
Decisive this time.
There is number 14 looking for a shot. Again, not controlling well. And it's in Camdonia Chelsea's half. Cuttle finds Jamari Lynch for Layou. Lynch with it. Lynch has 3 players. He goes wide. And bit of indecision on the part of Camdonia Chelsea. But they're still in control. He still goes wide. Nice ball, but gives it up. Hanaway with it. Hanaway forced to come back to Gloucester. Goes wide. And this is good movement by Layou. And it's going to be a corner. So a corner to Layou. We are in the 44th minute. And the good thing was, Roxelle, we didn't have much stoppage.
No, it has flowed really, really well. I think it's been a pleasing encounter where both teams have come out with a strategic plan. I think if we have to be honest, there has been a major disruption in the plan that Layou came with, and they had to find on the spot some other reorganized idea of getting through the Camdonia Chelsea setup, especially in the defensive third. And they have, unfortunately, for Camdonia Chelsea. But it's been a pleasing encounter tactically so far.
So it's 1 goal apiece. Leu FC 1, Camdonia Chelsea 1. And with that corner, we see a number of blue shirts coming back into the attacking area as we look to our right, Roxelle, and the cruise ship is now departing.
Yes, you always come on these and then decide to leave on Sunday. But I don't think you might be leaving because you have work tomorrow.
Well, pretty colorful, but not the sort of lights we are accustomed to see. Perhaps they have some tired legs, so they have taken off their room lights. And normally, I think there was some doing a bit of cycling today and going out as far as AIA. Corner comes in and headed away, knocked away, and into touch. Let's see, is there another corner? It's a goal kick. And so just about 45 minutes gone. We are into the 46th minute. Did not pick up the minutes of extra time, not sure, and I don't think there would be much.
Not at all.
So a free kick a goal kick to Camdonia Chelsea. Now it's hammered downfield, and there is Nash who heads it upfield, and still, and again it's booted down. Chelsea, nice ball to Luke. Luke has some work to do. Luke has 1. Goes across field, but intercepted there by Gloucester. And Layou will control. Mingo. Still Layou. An infringement called there on Camdonia. Quickly taken free kick by Layou. Still Layou.
2 extra
looking
minutes.
to come back. So there are 2 extra minutes given. A hand away. And good defensive work. Luke gets a wrong one. He's been brought down. Infringement call and the hands go to the pocket. Grant picks up a yellow. Lamont Grant. And he picks up a yellow for impeding Luke. Jamal Luke. And the goal scorer in the 6th minute. And the equalizer came in the 40th minute. Compliments Garrett Ledgerwood. So Slater is lining that up for Camdonia Chelsea. What would he do here, Roxelle? What do you anticipate?
I think if he's good enough, he could take a shot and let the rebound.
You see,
he took a shot, but not challenging enough to the goalkeeper.
Power,
exactly.
I think there goes the whistle for the end of the first half. So, and even Stephen, I would say, first half, and Leu FC 1, Camdonia Chelsea 1.
More even than I'm sure the pundits would have been anticipating, given the prolifics of these two teams so far in the tournament. But they must both be complemented. Layou came out, they were really good in the first 3 minutes, but Chelsea had a good probably 25 minutes of really, really good football, both offensive and defensive. And Layou got themselves together, they pounced, they kept the ball, they kept knocking, and they broke through Ledgerwood. And so, yes, I think it was a pleasing first half of football.
So we take the break and then we'll come back to bring the second half to you. Right from Independence Park with Leu FC 1, Camdonia Chelsea 1.
but it's going to be a free kicker coming the way of Camdonia Chelsea as they strive forward, looking to regain the lead, Charlo.
Well, definitely, Camdonia Chelsea, they have had last few good games, so too Layou. And Camdonia Chelsea really looking to press some advantage here.
All right, so it looks like Miller, is it? We a diminutive figure. Actually, no, he's in the middle, so it is Slater. The man, Slater, he hammers it into the back post. Again, Lewis comes in, head goal up. Let's see. And some clearance by Nash. As it looks as if Barker was going to squeeze in there. But again, having being asked some serious questions was Mr. Anthony Lewis there, Charlo.
Well, definitely, but a desperate clearance on the part of Leu FC and Camdonia Chelsea with a throw-in.
To Nigel Charles, and Charles has Grant to contend with. Charles is getting into the 18-yard box, booted outfield, into touch. And the throw taken by Nero. He is getting it, looking for Charles. Head away by Jazai Laborde. And you're just at the top of the 18-yard box. Falls now for Francis, who cannot complete his clearance. And this is Coffee again. But he finds, is it Mingo? Mingo back to Nash. Nash is looking to go back to name. Mingo stolen on the far right by, it looks like, Barber. Barber wheeling and wiggling. Gets it in to the number 70. Oh, shot taken by Imani Miller. This one was off target. And as the lights, the artificial lights take its full dominance, Charlo. And the darkness of the Chelsea colours. It's a little difficult on the far end. But here we go. It's with Nash again. Trash Nash. Goes upfield, finds Francis. Francis to Mingo. Mingo is looking to go inside. He moves forward. Good work here by Mingo up the right-hand side. Now being dispossessed by Barker momentarily. Falls now for Coffee. Coffee has some issues as he is trying to get past that looks like Barber, but again Coffee venturing forward on the right hand side. This is Lynch, national call up, and he is attempting to get past Barker. Again, Barker has been doing well, but on this occasion he concedes a corner, Charlo.
Well, definitely. So good counter on the part of Layou. Camdonia Chelsea came out looking to put early pressure on the defense for Layou, and Layou counter-attack. Here it is, putting pressure on Camdonia Chelsea defense. They're on a corner. We wait to see.
Well, it looks like Gibson Francis. He is going to bring it in for the nip. Oh, good header. Oh, excellent header there by Mingo. Shot again. It's Francis once more, but this time can't get past Cuttle. That was a superb header. Good elevation, good pace. Beat the goalkeeper, denied by the bar.
Well, goalkeeper's friend.
And family. So, it is Gibson Francis again. Comes across with another corner. This time can't beat Miller at the near post. The shot comes in from Hanoi. Good strike, but over the bar. And positivity here by Layou in the second period, very early, Charlie.
And Camdonia Chelsea can breathe a sigh of relief. Yeah, the last minute or so was a lot of pressure on the defense and on the goalkeeper. But they came away unscathed, and they would breathe that sigh of relief.
Well, booted downfield, and it comes off of Mackie, falls for Letcherwood as he tries to adventure forward. Cuttle picks it up for Chelsea. In some pressure, but goes out to Barber. Barber tries to slate forward for Luke. Grant has been strong, and he's been important to their cause, the Layou cause.
He has been very good in defense for Layou.
Yes, it's Miller looking to go forward. There's a chase on, but only as far as the hands of Lewis. He throws it out well, looking for Hanoi. Hanoi chases it down and tries to get past Nero. Nero does good work, brings it back to Warren. Warren is attempting to go back to Nero, does so. Nero is using the outlet of Warren once more, deep in their own defensive half, as Nero brings it out, looking for Slater. That is a good attempt there by Mackey to get to Cuttle. And with it stolen, only as far as Emmanuel Miller, who shields well, looking to go forward to Luke, comes back to Slater. Slater goes wide to the left. He finds Barber. Barber attempts to get, Luke going back to Barber. Barber in a tussle, still there with Lynch. Lynch has to come all the way back from his offensive duties this afternoon to help out the situation there for Layou. It's with Francis. He does well. Comes across. Finds Coffee. Coffee's going to change the line of attack. Comes across to the left looking for Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood has Nero to contend with. Nero shields well. And he's going to boot downfield, does he? No, he plays it calmly into the path of Mackey. Mackey. Oh, good work. Over to Nero. Nero is looking, goes forward. Good ball this is. Let's see what is going to be transpiring, only as far as Lewis. But again, it's been a really pleasing transition from defense to attack on a few occasions here by Chelsea.
Yes, and it certainly looked a little, really good. But Luke, I think that had a little too much on it over run. And goalkeeper Lewis had enough time to come off his line.
Laborde, Ledgerwood, back to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood turns. Ledgerwood cuts inside. Ledgerwood moving over to Coffee. Gets it there. Coffee is going to change and look for Lynch on the far right. Lynch controls, and he has Barker to contend with. He decides to cross. Finds Ledgerwood on the edge of the box. Lays it on from his chest to Coffee, who has another hammer. Again, the third consecutive shot going across over the crossbar. And Layou looking well in their shot taken, but still the goals stand at 1 goal apiece.
Well, that's what it is. But Layou was a good piece of counter-attack there by Layou, but the end result was not what they would want and were looking forward for.
So Clinton Kelly, the opposite, also
Emran Gill.
Oh, sorry, yes. I'm looking at the yellow.
Kelly has been
yes, with the last game. Yes,
awesome.
Correct. Looking at the colors of the last game.
Exactly.
There we go. It's Layou trying to get Mackey. Mackey got a toe onto it. Only as far as Gloucester. Gloucester finds Laborde. Laborde goes inside and finds Coffee. Coffee is using the outlet of Francis, who couldn't wheel it in. This is Luke, though. Luke weaves around. No, can't get past Grant. Grant goes far right, finds Lynch. Lynch has space, time. What does he do? He crosses, can't get past Barker, but the ball eventually falls for Mingo. Mingo to Gloucester. Gloucester had to Coffee. Coffee pushes it over, but stolen by Chelsea. Not good work eventually. But here, still, Layou recovering there is Mackey. He's been a jittery person. He's working hard. Laborde is the destination now. He goes inside, finds his captain in Coffee. Coffee goes far right for Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood can't get past Nero, but eventually gets the pass from his captain Coffee. Coffee goes forward and intercepted by Nero. Playing a defensive role in the last couple of games here, Charlo, Kale Nero. And it's been effective so far. Good stop by
work.
Miller. Still a tussle. Finds Gloucester, who is bumped to the ground by Luke. Luke has on a yellow, so he has to be very careful that he doesn't get his team down to 10 men, Charlo.
Well, most definitely. And just around the buttocks area. Getting a bump, you can see him holding on to that left side. And squeezing, but they signal for some assistance. You can see the physio running out.
Physio. Our strikers coach, Shannon Samuel. So, Gloucester being brought to his feet. And Hanaway and a few others get an opportunity to refresh themselves, get some fluids in.
He's trying to stretch that out. And Jazai Laborde is going to take that free kick.
So here we go, number 30, a huge number 30. His numbers are really big and visible. He hammers into the area. Gill is going to watch this go by. Doesn't want to make the similar mistake he did to concede the equalizer.
Well, he has learned from his mistake.
Well, let's hope. So a goal kick comes away off Chelsea. It's been a quite pleasing encounter. This is what we want to see. Teams, even though they may have started on the wrong leg, so to speak, they bring two legs to the party during the course of the competition.
Came back and put up the fight.
Yes, so here we go. Lewis controls, and this is goalkeeper Lewis. Rolls it out to Nash. And Nash goes far right, finds Lynch. Lynch is attempting to find Francis, gets a return pass. He's motoring up the right-hand side, Lynch, but stopped really well there by, looks like Nigel Charles. Taken by Lynch to throw in. And we've just received the updated point standing. Charlo will help us with that as the tussle still is ensuing on the far right. Booted downfield, however, into touch. Another throw comes in the Layou. Taken quickly. Coffee. Boots in field. Headed away by Cuttle. Taken up though by Nash. Nash finds Gloucester. Gloucester is going back to the right. And headed away by Barker as far as Cuttle. Cuttle is trying to find Barber. He has been shielded off by Coffee. Coffee goes back to his the central defender in Nash. Nash evades too with his experience trying to find Mango. Couldn't pull that one in. Error here by Warren, but it's Gill cleaning up the shop. Warren trying to go around an offensive player in a very dangerous position, almost gave away the ghost. But this is Luke. Luke has Nash to conduit. Luke again. Still Luke. What does he do? He is still not doing much. And it goes into touch, Charlo. Could probably give us
it's a goal
some
kick.
information.
So in position number 1 at the present moment, system 3, they are 16 points from 7 games. North Leeward Predators 16 points as well, but they are from 8 games. Leu FC 14 from 7. Besco Passes 13 from 8. Jebel 12 from 8. Awesome FC 11 from 8. Camdonia Chelsea 7 from 7. Hope International 6 from 7. Beckway United 4 from 8. Avenues United 3 points from 8 games.
So if this result stays as it is, both teams, Layou and the Camdonia Chelsea, would stay where they are because Layou will be 15 and the Camdonia Chelsea 8.
Yes.
So it's going to be a corner coming the way of Camdonia Chelsea. They would like to revitalize their chances here. And the arms go up as the corner comes in just about the back post. Head go up. Two Camdonia Chelsea players on the ground. Did they collide or were they recipients of the wrist and the fist of Lewis? We're not sure, but they are floored. I think one is Nigel Charles, the other is it Warren possibly, and attention being required here, Charles.
Yes, so the physio very quickly out to lend some assistance. And they are signaling. This one seemed to be a little bit more serious than it is. Yes, so just around the forward area. And both players, I think the other player has some more to his right shoulder. So we'll wait to see. Chandel Samuel is also out there signaling. Let's see what. Yes, so he's indicating that it's a head injury. So maybe trying to get the doctor.
Yes, well, they are there.
So Nigel Charles now being helped to his feet, and so too is Warren.
So not missing any football, obviously. The players' health has to be taken into account, and Charles, excuse me, who we saw earlier, um, just sitting because he was feeling some sort of discomfort, has been in the battles again this evening, Charlo.
Well, definitely. He wants to be there for Camdonia Chelsea. He's in a kneeling position, so perhaps he has taken the worst of it.
Over to you, Charlo.
So play continues. There's a cross comes in. Let's see Luke with a shot, and again deflected there by Lewis. It goes into touch. It's going to be a corner, and Nigel Charles is back up and running.
Well, that was a tremendous smack there by by Luke, only into the big defender of Nash.
Yes, so it's going to be a corner. So Slater will take that corner. Nigel Charles just running it out. He's a tall figure. You could see his hands was in the air. Cross comes in. Headed away there by Layou. Cleared by Francis. Is still with Camdonia Chelsea. Nice ball. Chips it across. Looking for somebody in that box. Grant for Layou clears, but again Cottle was spinning, and Layou looked to come away with it. It's still with Layou. An infringement call there. We see the hands go into the pocket. There would be a yellow card. That was on Mingo.
Cottle.
So Cottle picking up a yellow. Captain Cottle. So System 3, they have played 7 games. They won 5, 1 drawn and 1 loss. North Leeward Predators 8 games, 5 wins, 2 losses and a draw. Leu FC 7, 4 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws. So the free kick to Layou. Long ball downfield, and off the, my word, a beautiful header by Jomari Lynch. And there was some tussle hitting the bar as well. And 2 players are down. And they are signaling for some assistance. Nigel Charles again, Roxelle. And he's holding his head.
Well, again in the battles, again there in what was a melee, so to speak, almost after the ball came back off the post, Shallow.
Yes.
And so it's concerns as well, because remember he's also going to be on national duty within a few days' time.
Yes, today's you're talking Tuesday.
Correct.
And they'll be traveling on most likely on Tuesday. So he's been given some attention. He's clawing his way back to his feet. Just there trying to regain his composure.
So yes,
So he's
he
back.
spoke of the crowd.
Yes. I think it's the most disappointing crowd we have seen on a Sunday
evening at least, yes.
Yes. So that's booted downfield into the hands of Anthony Lewis. Lewis goes back in defense. Look to come forward. finds Gloucester. Gloucester boots it downfield. It's Garrett Ledgerwood is there. Good work by Camdonia Chelsea, but Jazai Laborde picks up, goes back in defense, and he goes right back to his goalkeeper, Gloucester. And let's see, it's Francis to Captain Wendell Coffey. Good sliding tackle there by Nigel Charles coming in. It's going to be a throw-in for Leu FC. It's 1-1 here in this encounter, the second matchup of the evening. There's still the third encounter, should be slated for about 8 o'clock.
Yes. So there's some substitutions coming the way of Layou. Looks like Lynch. Well, seems to be some confusion on the far end.
And not decisive in terms of who would replace who.
Probably some numbers, some issues with the numbers,
I'm seeing 36 in Mozarani Harry, just there. So here is Francis looking to come forward. Slater, Nero, Nigel Charles clearing it. Number 17 just on.
Keith Roy Thomas.
Is Mackie, and well, he has gotten in and he's been bundled off his feet there. Garrett Ledgerwood, a free kick at a pretty interesting angle here, and this could be a little dangerous on the part of for Camdonia Chelsea. So number 9, Gibson Francis, is there taking responsibility. And
so Keith Roy Thomas is coming for Jamori Lynch on the Layou end.
So 7, on comes 18. And good defensive work there by Chelsea. Still Chelsea with it. Chelsea looking to control. Number 14 in Slater goes downfield, finds Barber. Barber looked to come across, but he's cut out there by Layou, only to give it up. And again we see some defensive work on the part of Layou. So it's Luke, and the whistle's going. I think he's in an offside position. And
yes, he was in an offside position, as much as he was trying to transition forward in a very pleasing manner. A Slater has been replaced for Camdonia Chelsea, and Harry comes in.
Mozarani Harry, the number 36.
One of those who also indicated that we pronounced his first name incorrectly, so I'll leave you to the M and I'll say Harry.
Mozarani?
I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure. I couldn't remember what he said.
Well, so it's still Wendell Coffey for Layou. Has 3 to contend with, gives it to Laborde. Laborde finds Harry. Harry gets his first touch. He's going down the left flank, looking to get around 2. And in the end, off Harry goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Camdonia Chelsea. It's 1-1 apiece here for both teams as we go into the 71st minute. A long throw. And he's been knocked off his feet there by Laborde. The number 19 in Murray.
Yes. So a card was issued, Charles.
And so again, So a yellow. So Warren will take that a free kick. Pumps long ball downfield, looking for the head of Nigel Charles, I think.
Yes, he got it onto him.
Couldn't get a proper header.
Yes, wasn't in
Sliding
control.
off the head and goes into touch for a goal kick. So Wendell Coffey, captain, signaling to his players to go forward, looking to come forward, look to find Garrett Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood, it's still with Layou. Layou looking to come forward. Infringement called. It's against Camdonia Chelsea. And referee having a quiet word with Barber. So Leu.
There's a stoppage as the man in the middle is ensuring that the instructions are given clearly before the free kick is taken.
Well, he's satisfied. He has signaled for the kick. And it's pumped downfield, headed away there by Camdonia Chelsea. Finds Luke. Luke gets it across. And there is Murray losing it. And Nigel Charles doing some good work in defense for Camdonia Chelsea. It's going to be a throwing. It's Harry. He leaves it for Laborde. Back to Harry, so there's tussle as they look to come out of their own half. Still Layou with it. Goes across, but again, defensive work, finds Gloucester. And then sorry, pump downfield. There is a run here. Grant comes back into the middle, losing it. So it's with Miller. So the race is off. And there is Grant with Luke. Using his power, using his upper body strength to keep Luke off. And he goes into touch for a goal kick. Quickly taken.
Yes, I think Grant, Coffey, Nigel Charles, Kobe Mingo has been pretty outstanding for this encounter so far, Charlo.
Well, there it is.
Mingo?
So, yes, that's Mingo. Finds Coffey. Coffey pumps it downfield, but goalkeeper has no difficulty in cradling that. And now he boots it long ball downfield, right on the bounce to his counterpart.
You can't forget Luke as well, who scored this opener this evening.
Well, you're so right on that. Good ball. And I think Grant is being guilty of bumping that player off. Referee's going to have no talk from him.
Two of the names that we just called, and Luke was inciting the referee. That's the second time a referee. He has a yellow. That's the second time attempting to get the mainstay in the defense so far for Layou out of the party.
Get him out of the picture, make life a little bit easier.
Correct.
And so it's going to be a free kick. It's like Nigel Charles going to line that up. So we're just about the 75th minute, and any goal, I'm going to let you have the opportunity of leading the charge into the final 15 minutes.
All right, so here we go. It's Imani Miller and Nigel Charles. They have a wall to contend with of 4 players. Nigel Charles goes over the wall, over the bar. attempt that is a pretty good one, but it would be needed to be from a further distance for it to dip under the bar and give Lewis some problems. Laborde, Jazai, he comes forward, finds Ledgerwood to Harry. I will not attempt to call the first name like Charlo does, and it's Nero though. Goes inside, finds I'm not sure if the entire ball would have gone, but the officials in charge. Laborde looking to take the throw, does so now, and headed away by Nero. Laborde gets the ball there now from the pass from Ledgerwood. He goes forward looking for Thomas. And the falls for Harry. Harry gets around. Nero gets it inside. Miller blocks progress. Comes in again. Oh, my word. A bounce that was not very much what Gill would have loved, but he managed to parry it over the bar from that very, very difficult position. Probably remembering what happened in the first instance for the equalizer, Charlo.
Yeah, he did extremely well to get it over the bar, and he was also off balance.
Yes. Well, corner the result. Thomas, it looks like on the far side, is it? No. Let's see. Corner taken though. Gill got a hand to it. All the way back. Looks like, is it Mingo out there? It's not Mingo, so we're still having some difficulty with the number across there. But it's Grant. He finds Harry. Harry takes a shot, rebounds off of a couple of the Chelsea defenders. Still Harry trying to keep the pressure on here on Chelsea. Harry controlling, trying to get past two players. Doesn't. Murray clears. And comes all the way back to Grant, just about the halfway line on the right-hand side. And he did not make the best
and Laborde is not happy.
Well, I don't think he's been happy all evening. He's been very much in the arguments this evening. So still some stoppages, as is it Charles once more. Now this time is Miller and Johnson. Fizzy would have ran the width of the field, but to no avail. So see, there's a matter which the man in the middle has to deal with. So he is running across to the fourth official bench. Is it a card in hand? So it's Mr. Hendrickson, I believe. Chelston Hendrickson, who has been given a card even before he has entered the game, Charlo.
That's for Layou.
Yes. Chelston Hendrickson. It continues to heat up. 12 minutes more. You could hear Laborde saying, "We want goals." So, goes upside. He intercepts well, controls, and he's looking for to turn, but not being allowed to. And it's now Miller who is infringing Coffee. Miller stands over it. Coffee is trying to incite a card. And Wilson is arguing. Coming Gill, I'm not sure if that was planned, but he boots downfield. Who is he looking for? He is looking for Barber. Confusion there almost between the defenders. Into the air by Laborde. And who's going to come? The recipient is Miller, looking to find Barber. He does. And that play over there, Charlie. Is it Thomas? Yes, it is. It's Thomas trying to go forward, but taken by Chelsea with Mackey, but losing it out now. Nash trying to rebuild here for Chelsea. finds his captain over to Gloucester. Gloucester brings it over to the left and finds Laborde. Laborde is using the outlet of Harry. Harry is looking for someone to move forward, but Harry is going up still up the left. He crosses into the area, and Warren had to do the clearance. A corner comes the way of Camdonia Chelsea. 9 minutes remaining in this encounter. A really pleasing encounter from all reports. One of the lesser favoured teams as it relates to where they stand in the table against a dominant Layou, and they're fighting tooth and nail. Even Steven Charlo.
Well, definitely, Layou find themselves in position number 3. Camdonia Chelsea in the position number 7. So a goal, a draw would not change the position of the teams, but definitely it has been a rather keenly contested encounter.
Very much so, very much so. And it's pleasing again, because this is what we want to see. This is the quality of football that we want to see. More often than not, as this corner comes in. Again, Gill gets a hand. And not a good attempt by Hendrickson. And coming away with it is Warren. Warren boosts downfield in an attempt to find Mackey. Cleared again by Nash. Falls for Chelsea. Bahaba picks it up, trying to find Cuttle. And Thomas is the one who puts it into touch for Layou. And so another throw-in would come the way of Camdonia Chelsea.
Well, Roxelle, I think at the end of today's encounter, there's still a game coming up between System 3 and Hope International. And at the end of today, all of the teams will have played 8 matches.
Yes, and we would have a break for 2 weeks. Initially, it would have been after next weekend, but Vincy Heat is out at Bonaire. And with some of these youngsters from their teams going on national duty, we have decided to bring the break 1 week forward. So the 2 weeks would now be next week and Easter weekend, Charlo. And we will resume right after that, weekend of the 12th of April with round 9. And then the first round of this, well, the first match, the first weekend of round 2 will be right after that, a weekend, the 17th of April also. Here we go. It's Harry trying to go forward. He is busy, but can't get past an equally busy Miller into Mackey. Mackey is finding the return ball from Miller. He cuts inside. He has no outlet. Decides to come back to Nero. Nero finds Luke. Luke is looking and finding Mackey. Mackey has some time and space. Can he travel into the box? He should have. He lays it forward, looking for who is this? This is Murray. And I'm not sure, but he did not get much on that. I still do feel, though, that Mackey should have attacked.
Yeah, I think he should have gone more and
right.
be more decisive into that attacking
and across
area.
Into the area. He didn't, and I think it broke down there almost. Comes up now to Hendrickson, Trustland Hendrickson, who probably the first man to get a car before he entered the field this season, Charlo. It's all been happening this weekend, Charlie.
Well, it's a weekend of yellows.
And a first, a weekend of first. So, it's a throw. It comes in from Francis, I believe, looking for Thomas. Thomas giving it away. Downfield by Barber, looking for Murray, taken by Grant. Grant to Nash. Nash comes across and finds Harry. Harry over the backheeled to Mingo. Mingo finds... that is a gentleman who came in there, Charlie. We will have to get that number. But it is with Mango. Falls now, though. Blocked there by Gill. And Warren is going to clean as he is a whistle coming the way. As
rather belatedly.
I think so as well, Charlie.
Yeah, there was a bit of tussling, and I think what we have seen now is that a case where there's a bit of desperation creeping in. They want to break the deadlock. They are 1 goal apiece, but it is not to be. They are still going at it.
Right, so who is it? His number is... It's Cuttle, is it? looks like Cuttle. And if Cuttle is asking for a change, this must be
Yes.
something that
It
is
looks more
is,
serious, and I
yes.
think he will be going off on the stretcher.
There was a signal of substitution very quickly by Physio Johnson, and Cuttle, the fighter we know he is. If that is his call, then you know.
I think he's favoring that left shoulder.
Okay. So yes, you did say there's an urgency. I think the urgency is much more on the part of Layou, because they want to keep their noses in the race, so to speak, Charlo,
Right.
and be up there and ask a question of System 3 this
Yes.
evening.
Well, he's holding the left
Yes.
knee area.
And I saw that in a previous encounter where he got an early knock and he was favoring that. He did come back and play, but probably an old reoccurring injury. But here we go. It's with Lewis, who comes across and finds Nash. Charlie, you have to think about your man of the match.
Well,
Into Thomas. Thomas comes inside, finds Hendrickson. Hendrickson is impeded by Miller. Excuse me. Kick taken going forward, and only as far as Laborde. Laborde finds Harry. Harry has Luke to contend with, and into touch it goes once again, and it's going to be another throwing deep in the defensive half of Chelsea. So there's a whistle.
There's
a
a
substitution.
substitution on the far side.
Okay, so we have two new players entering. Looks like Taylor. We'll have to find who is the other. So here it goes. As boots downfield is Warren. Warren is trying to go down the right, but into touch once more as the time continues to elapse. 88 minutes on the clock, and Chelsea would be pleased with a point from this encounter for
most
sure.
definitely.
Might have decided to take a point even if they were offered it before the encounter. Knowing Mr. Wilson, he would probably say no. I was looking for 3 points, but here it is. Layou going forward. Hendrickson looking to find that looks like Polius, and into touch it goes for a goal kick. Too much air on that one. Loops over the goal line for.
Well, the wind is not much of a factor today, but it was always going away from goalkeeper Gill, and he just watched it go outside the uprights for a goal kick.
So it's Nigel Charles who punts downfield only as far as Grant. Who picks it up is Murray, is it, or Mackie? And it's interception, so it's going to be given back to Chelsea. With Miller. Miller boots forward. Who's it? He's looking for Luke. Luke has Laborde to contend with. Laborde is deciding to use his hands instead, and he eventually falls to the ground also, probably inadvertently. A hand to the face. And Laborde now is probably requiring some more attention that we really would have thought from the beginning. Yes. So there may be some blood. So there's 5 additional minutes left on the clock. 5 additional minutes to the regulation time, as we peter off into the 90th plus 1 right now, with an injury to Laborde. So Charlo, with the urgency of attempting to get the ascendancy, it has broken down just a touch.
Yeah, it
Right?
definitely.
Not too far from what we've
Yes.
seen, but a little bit more direct play has come into to the order, Charlo.
Yeah, it's gotten a little physical, and a few players have taken some knocks. And but all in all, I think it has been a good, keenly contested encounter. Both teams, we saw some good transitions, but again, I think the where the breakdown came is the finishing. But the goalkeeper's friend came into effect on a few occasions.
Yes. Your man of the match so far, Charlo, options?
Well, certainly it's a little difficult. I would think Luke would have his little nose ahead in horse racing terms.
Okay. So here we go. It's taken quickly into the area, and only as far as the safe arms of Lewis. Lewis is going to bowl upfield. He finds Thomas. Thomas to Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Thomas. Thomas looking to get Polias in. Polias is in, and Polias is over the bar.
But I think he was caught in an offside position as well.
Okay.
I was looking for that. He was ahead of the thing, the others, and I looked across, and we see assistant referee in Rohan Johnson, and the flag was up.
Right, so Jamal Luke is nosing ahead according to Charlo. I think Grant also is there or thereabouts.
Yes, he has been very good in defense.
Yes. The Mango didn't have a bad encounter as either. So yes, I think you could win the prize this evening, Charlo, as Chelsea Hendrickson goes forward, and he is attempting to pass out to Thomas, booted downfield by Baker. Who is it? It's Murray. Murray. Oh, given time to bring it down, brings it over to Luke. What does Luke do? He brings it over to Taylor. Taylor's taking a hammer into the back. Falls now for Murray. That's Mackie to Luke. Luke is not getting a pass.
Just giving it away.
Coffee goes inside. Finds Mango, dislodged though. Warren is trying to go the long route. Only as far as Nash, who controls. He has Barber to contend with, is it? Yes, it looks like. And into touch it goes. Throwing comes the way. You can hear the crowd getting into it to touch as they're looking for a winner.
Yes, there's that sense of urgency.
Yes, so taken by Nash, looking to go into Thomas, who is booting downfield. It looks like Barker. And falls now to Taylor. Taylor is coming across, but is blocked and smothered. Coffee goes long upfield, only as far as Gill, who chases and controls. Bowls it out to Nero. Nero has space and time. Can they snatch this one? Nero advancing, finds Luke. What does Luke do? Does he cross? He does. A good cross. Finds Taylor. Taylor the edge of the box. Oh, his control just a bit too far from him. He was sizing up a hammer. A good cross again by
Luke.
Well, I was going to say Charlo's man of the match. That is headed away by Nigel Charles. Over as far as is this Mango dislodge. Luke has time. Luke has space. What does he do? He takes a shot. Oh! Off the crossbar! Handled, is it? Oh! Was that a handle ball there by Josh Nash? The goalkeeper, the referee did not think so. But that was Luke who beat. Oh my word! He beat Lewis once again. Luke with the ball in. Looking. Is it Luke that... Well, wasn't Luke. Just all about Luke just now. That one was crazy. Almost snatched the winner there. That would have been something, Charlo. That would have been something.
Again, I think the crossbar came into the effect. But Luke was looking to get that goal to go ahead.
Well,
And
I think he heard you and he just wanted to stamp
his claim,
yes, yes, yes,
and which
yes.
he did.
Oh, wow. Wow. Can we are in the 90th plus 6th minute of this encounter. Now one more last gasp possibly for Chelsea via a free kick taken here by Polius that did not really materialize the way they would have liked to. And so
I think
uh,
very soon we are going to get the whistle.
I think so. This one pushed downfield. Nash on as far as Miller. Taylor. Taylor finds Barber. It looks like on the far side. Is it Barack? Barber trying to go forward. He's stopped by Nash. Only as far as Coffee. Coffee goes upfield to Thomas. Thomas is trying to weave his way past a couple players. Back to Hendrickson, who loses it. Hendrickson trying to control, but gets it now to who is that? Looks like Taylor picking up the loose ball. Taylor goes far, or attempted to go far to the right, not a good ball. And Warren is attempting to clear. This is not Barker, not Warren. We are in the 7th minute of added time. He looks at his watch. Yes, into touch again. Here we go. Ball goes upfield from a throw-in, head away by
He looks
Barker.
at his watch again.
Another look at his watch, a third look at his watch. Comes inside, finds, is that Coffee? Coffee tries to get it in. Oh, Maserani, Harry snuck in from the back post, but could not. We are in the 8th minute of a stoppage time. Finding Luke. Luke, does he have it? The legs? He took evasive action instead of standing tall. That's the final whistle though in the 90th plus 8 minute. Camdonia Chelsea 1, Layou FC 1. The man of the match, the player of the match, Jamal Luke. Charles, take that one. I'll take the last one.
No, I did it first. So young legs.
Do the interview. But here we go.
Young
I think
legs.
a pleasing encounter to almost take us to the end of this weekend number 8.
Yes. So it's a fighting encounter and a drawn game between Camdonia Chelsea and the UFC. But really pleasing. And what
Right, so we have come to the end of match number 4 on weekend number 8 of the Vincy Soccer Premier League. We have with us Jamal Luke, who had a tremendous performance this evening for Camdonia Chelsea. First and foremost, Luke, you came into the encounter in position number 7 against one of the better teams in the competition. What was the game plan like?
Well, the game plan was we go out to every training, work hard. So when we come out here now, we could give them whatever we've been doing in the session to play it out here.
Did you ever think that it would have been difficult to overcome this challenge against Layou?
No, it was just that what we did in training. We bring it out here and we show them that when we practice more, we show them what we do.
All right, walk us through the 2 shots. The one that scored, one that hit the crossbar. Choose one and walk us through one of them.
Well, the first goal, right? When we lose the ball so, and then my player make a challenge and then the ball come back to me. So the first thing come to my head was shoot Juma. So I take the shot and I catch the keeper off the line. Again. As you can see, I did it again, but then I jumped in and hit the post.
Right, so this is something that you do at training, some long shots in terms of your training so that you can catch the goalkeepers off guard, as you just said.
Yes, we do it a lot in training, we do it a lot, especially me. I just look to shoot plenty in training.
And you're also very strong in the defensive half. When you lose it, you come back. You were very good. Your unit was very disciplined and good in defense. And so for your efforts, we awarding you the player of this match via a village rap.
Yeah, thank you so much.